Alright guys, IMF Gunpla here. Today we're taking a look at the MS-14JG, just kind of a mouthful, Gelgoog Yager. It is a sniper type Gelgoog, which is kind of weird because it's a beam machine gun. So I don't see how a machine gun is accurate enough to be called a sniper, but hey, it is what it is. So here it is in the box. Let's take a look. Your typical high grade box. It is number 45. Very nice kit still. I was kind of wondering if it had anything in common with the Gelgoog Marine, which you by now should have seen the unboxing video. This has absolutely nothing to do with it. Has a lot of neat upgrades, but still is an old kit, and the articulation is going to be lacking, especially in the shoulders and the seam lines. But yeah, here's the front of it. Here's all the side blurbs, boxes. Yeah, we'll call them boxes. So there you see it. And looking at this kit, you can definitely see the resemblance to the Gabaldi, the beta, that kit that came out recently. Even just the colors, like they both have that little kind of circular ball shape on the cockpit. It's very similar side skirts. Just overall, you can tell the Gabaldi is definitely descended from a Gelgoog. And here's this little thing. If you can read Japanese, be my guest. There's it in action. And then here's the other end, which is just where it says 45 in a little picture. And here is the actions and the details, in case you want to see that. There's that, if you can read Japanese. And then here's this. Alright, so let's pop this baby open and let's take a look at the runners. So let me get this box kind of out of the way so we can just focus on the runner. So here is, now that box is in my way. Hang on. Alright, so here's runner A. Quite a few different pieces. We'll start down here with the gun. The beam machine gun, which I guess is also a sniper rifle. But a very nice looking gun. I mean, you definitely see kind of like an MG62 look to it, or is it a 42? I think it's an MG62, the German sniper rifle from World War II. Sniper rifle, machine gun. I wish the bipod would open. That right there, I guess it could go either way, machine gun or a sniper rifle. This little piece here, is part of the scope for the machine gun. This here is the other half of the scope, or optics, I'm not sure which one. And then we actually have a little tiny piece that goes on the barrel. And then here is the hip joint, and then part of the crotch, or hip joint, I guess you could also call it. See if I can get this light to work with me. It's a very dark color, but there it goes. Nice detailing in it, panel lining. This is the back of the chest, torso. Decent enough. I mean, pretty plain for, being the back, but. And then, oh man, this is crazy how much we got to turn this. So here is the lower torso. I guess the whole top of the torso, actually. Because there's the shoulder joints, just like the Marine type. They are fixed, so you're not having any forward, back, or up and down movement there. But let's see if I can get some light brought in here, so we can actually see this. Not any better? Yeah, so there you go. Nice detail, though. Alright, let's see here. We went that way. So here we've got the side skirts, the front skirts, which are separate and swivel, so they're not ball joint, which I like. So they're not going to go popping off or going off in an odd angle. Here is the bottom of the feet, which are very plain, but once again, mine stay on the ground, so it don't matter to me. Here's the top half of the feet. They are split up like this because there will be different layers that go on top of it. Okay, I thought my camera froze again. For color separation, which is actually pretty nice for a kit this old. And then, believe it or not, we're gonna have a clear mono eye. And then this is a thruster. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. Maybe the crotch. And then here is the giant back skirt, which I think looks pretty good. And then we've got a couple of the salmon colored stuff. There's the head. And then another part of the head. I think, yeah. Is that a Vulcan there? I don't think he has a Vulcan in his head, do we? Oh, there's two of them. Maybe he does have Vulcans in his head. I'll have to look. And you've got the top crest and then a smaller antenna. So that is it for runner A. Let's move on to runner B. Yep. Okay, B1. So here's B1. Mostly the arms and some other smaller parts. So we'll start over here. Here we've got the thrusters that are going to go over here at the end. The parts of the shoulder that are going to go here that are actually going to connect to the arm or to the shoulder joint. Here we've got the torso, or the lower part of the torso, the belly area. So there's the little ball that's going to stick through the chest. There's the other half. Now these should be okay seam line wise, because there's always like a groove on the sides of these, so that shouldn't be that big of an issue. Shoulders are definitely going to have seam lines. And then we've got the arms, which of course are going to have massive seam lines. The bottoms will be okay because we'll have covers on them for the machine guns, which are right here. But the top halves, yeah, they'll definitely have to be removed, the seam line. And then you've got a little bit of detail in there. I believe that's going to be the outside. Maybe like a thruster, I think's what that is. Yeah, I don't know, some detail. I'd use it as a thruster. And then we've got the bicep armor, I believe. And then here's what I was talking about, where it's going to be pretty separated in color, which doesn't look very nice. The top parts of the feet, and then the back, the heels. So, yeah, that's it for runner B1. Moving on to B2. There it is. Here's a quick overview. So pretty much what you're getting are legs. You've got the 4 halves of the legs. You've got the inner piece that the legs are going to connect to. And then you've got the bicep armor, which I don't believe it is. No, they do. Okay. So these will be okay on panel line seams, because they actually do have molded seams in them in the front on the actual model. So you get on that. This, though, you'll have a lot of seam lines to remove. You'll have the whole one in the back and in the front where the knee isn't connected to that piece of the knee. So yeah, that's going to be a lot to remove, I think. Let me double check off camera. Yeah, that's all supposed to be filled in. So that's going to be fun. But the thing is, there's also little details in here, grooves that will have to be not filled in. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I like the way they did it on the Marine type, which they could have easily done here too, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so finally we have the massive, what is this, C, my bad. C runner. There is a lot of stuff squeezed on this one runner. So let's begin over here in this corner. We've got, I think these might be the knees. They go on top of the foot. Those little pieces that I thought might have been for the arm, they are obviously for the foot right here. So we figured that one out. A couple of thruster bells. I believe these are arm joints, I guess. That's the only thing I could see them being. They must be the shoulder joints. I could be wrong though. And then we got a couple more thrusters here. 2 tiny thrusters there. More thrusters. More thrusters. Much more detailed thruster details than the Marine type. Okay, now these are the knees, so these must be part of the arms. And then these will be going into the backpack for some more detail. Not sure about these. Probably something to do with the arm. I believe this is the knee armor, or the knee joint. Sorry, I do have a runny nose. And then here is the backpack. Pretty plain, pretty simple, but I like it that way. I think it actually goes this way. Yeah. So the sides here are where the fuel tanks come out of, and then the other 3 holes are where thrusters are going to be going. And there's your hand, just an open palm. See if I can get it to focus. Closed fist. Then you got a trigger hand, and that's the rest of them. Then you've got the antenna for the head. Here are the fuel tanks. I like the shape of these things. They're not just plain round like the Marine type. Then you've got the collar piece, which again reminds me very much of the Garibaldi. We've got these thruster pieces, which I believe go into the skirt armor. I could be wrong. Then we've got this one, which I know goes in the skirt. Here we've got this. I'm really not sure what this is for, I'll be honest. This is the assembly for the thrusters in the back, or the back of the skirt. These are the, okay, so this is the upper arm. These, oh, it's on the other runner, wasn't it? Yeah, so these are the upper arms. These other ones might be made for the, I'm not really sure what they're going to be used for. Oh wait, no, they're not on the other runner, they're right here. I'm not sure what these are now. Lower arm, maybe? Huh, I don't know. I guess we'll see it as we build it. So yeah, I think that's everything on this runner. We've covered it, haven't we? Yeah. So that is it for the C runner. Yeah, C. I gotta learn my alphabet apparently. And then lastly, we have a set of polycaps. Nothing to see here. This is I could check, but I'm pretty sure this is the same polycap set that came with the Marine type. So there's that. A little decal sheet. Hold on. Got a little emblem, some numbers, and blackness for the head, where that clear piece is going to go through. And here we have the instruction manual. Gelgoog Yager, mass production type mobile suit for sniper use, with a beam machine gun. So I'm guessing maybe it can function as a machine gun and a sniper rifle. I mean, that's the only explanation I can think. Oh, they go on top of the foot. Those little pieces that I thought might have been for the arm, they are obviously for the foot right here. So we figured that one out. And here it is in some action poses. And surprisingly enough, even with its limited shoulder mobility, actually can hold its sniper rifle. And then there we have it all painted up and detailed. So I'm really looking forward to this kit. I think it's probably my favorite Gelgoog design. But that is it for the unboxing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you don't mind, would you leave a like below? Subscribe for more Gunpla stuff. We'll be trying to, once I get momentum going, at least doing one unboxing and one review a week. The reviews, that's going to depend on how quickly I can build a kit. But the unboxings, I will get one out a week. Definitely. Sometimes 2. So we'll see. But leave a comment below if you have any questions about the kit. Any suggestions to make the videos better. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.